My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Trollin has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. From the thumbnail, and she's using the old one from 2019, you can see that she was trolling her audience, and today's video's title is finally talking about Shrimpgate. It's 32 minutes and 42 seconds long. We know that she's just trolling the reaction channels at this point, but I'm on a bite, and here we go.
Hey guys, so we're going to...
That dupe in the light, I already want to wipe off her face. That stupid ass smirk.
talk about Shrimpgate.
And we see that you still have not learned how to do a proper reaction. You still have to put your laptop right there. It's fine though. It's fine.
Yes, we are. If you guys don't know about this era in my life, this was about 4 to 5 years ago, and I lost in only a couple of days about 12,000 subscribers.
Yeah, because you had opened your trap so wide that people just took off.
And here's why. I have not watched this video since I uploaded it.
I don't know if this part of the if this is part of the program of her getting ready for weight loss surgery and dealing with her demons. I hope this is, because if she's all smug and know it all about this one, then you know she hasn't made any progress at all.
I don't remember what I said in it.
I do. I can almost quote you on it, girl.
Nothing. So we're going to watch it together.
She's watching old mukbangs. I can't get past that.
And see why 12,000 or more people decide to unsubscribe from me.
Well, they didn't unsubscribe for this video alone. They unsubscribed days prior to that. I have a video up. I'm gonna put you the link in the description box so that you get the real version of what happened. So like a day or two ago, she had opened her trap and she was like, and so I'm not being appreciated, and I'm just gonna take weight loss talk off my channel, and it's better for me, and people are obsessed about my weight and yada yada. That was the first strike. The Shrimpgate that they call it now was basically when a lot more people took off. But she had already infuriated her audience and her reaction channel so badly that somebody was calling for a boycott. And no, it was not me. Despite what Zachary Michael thought, because there was was another reaction channel. I can't remember her name, but I might be able to look it up. And she was calling for a boycott, and then I said my channel is going to participate, and then Zachary Michael mentioned my name in his video and said he believes that that is where the call for boycott originated from, and it's not. But I still love Zachary Michael. You know, that it's fine. It's irrelevant. But yeah, so what she's thinking now, 4 years later, because it was actually around this time, in April 2019, she believes that the shrimp mukbang caused for her audience to take off, but that's not what initiated it.
Within just a few days.
Yeah, within like 5 days she lost. Wait, I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so I found it. This is the screenshot of Social Blade on the 9th of April in 2019. And you can easily see that on the 1st of April is when people started unsubscribing from Amber already. So what she is saying right now is not true, because she posted the shrimp mukbang on the 3rd of April. And you see on the 1st of April she already started losing subscribers. But let's see if she has any kind of enlightenment about the situation back then. Because she did apologize for the behavior in the shrimp mukbang later on. And if in this video right now, where she's reacting to the shrimp mukbang, she does not apologize, I'm gonna play her apology again. Because I'm gonna take the time out of my busy day. This is after work, but just to prove her wrong, I'm gonna sit here and do that.
That's it.
Hey guys, okay, so we have another mukbang. We're going to eat shrimp with cocktail sauce.
Okay, right now I want to hear her say, oh my gosh, was I big? How cringy to sit there and eat on camera at this size. I want to hear her say that right now.
I don't know what that is. Me going,
That was cringy, and you do that kind of shit often.
that was weird.
That is a food addict being very, very cringy.
I will say that a lot of people still to this day talk about how I ate a whole thing of cocktail shrimp. So let's see how many I actually eat. I'm curious.
Okay, so I'm really excited. Here we go. I haven't had this in, it's been a hot minute.
Her smacking her lips, dude. Dude. There's no reaction on her part. She does not find this cringy at all. She is not alarmed by the size of herself. Not at all. But then again, that's her current size again, almost. She's getting there. And so she must be very happy with how she looks there.
It's good.
I have it muted. I remember I muted some parts because I was living with roommates and there was some things being said that I didn't want you guys to hear. I don't think they realized that my camera could pick up what they were saying, so I just muted it.
And you also muted a whole bunch of the chair screeching under you, under you, but I did catch a whole bunch of them, and every time I saw them, I put the breaking chair on the screen.
Because it was like personal.
Yeah, whatever. You cut out a whole bunch of the breaking chair under you out too.
So we're just gonna add the tails over there.
So just because I usually watch all of everything on YouTube on ×2 speed. So we're gonna watch it at 1.5. Hopefully that's not too fast for you guys.
Not for me, but probably for you.
It's actually really good. Nice and cold.
I talk really slow, so.
Yeah, you do, because you can't talk any faster with the IQ that you have. And no, it is not 135 and not 145. Nope.
Yum. And we have water. Isn't this a cool bottle?
You hear that chair suffering?
This is the Kroger brand, I think. Yeah. And they're plastic.
I would go through phases in the past where I thought drinking a gallon of water was good for you. I would say for some people, but all bodies are different. Don't force yourself to drink a gallon of water.
Okay. I'm glad that she did it, but watching the original was really cringy. With her smacking her lips, barely chewing, speaking with her mouth full, which is so rude. It stands for her not appreciating her food, you know?
The sauce is so good.
This is awkward.
And she's IFing herself as she's saying that. Are you kidding me right now?
So the topic for today
Is
mukbangs and weight loss. This is like such a big thing because Obese the Beast made another video, kind of talking about mukbangs, like obese people doing mukbangs and like mixing weight loss with mukbangs. So I personally messaged him because we have talked in private before, like because he made 2 videos about me and then a video about mukbangs. Before the mukbang video, I messaged him. This was before the mukbang video, so before he started talking about mukbang.
Oh, just a little side note. You do know that when people have more subscribers than her, she mentions them by name. But when they have fewer subscribers than her, she does not mention them. Have you noticed that?
I messaged him and just been like, I just asked him like, why couldn't you tell me like in a message that everything you said in the video, why couldn't you tell me?
so I remember this moment. I was definitely confused because me and him had, talked in private before. He wanted to help me just a little bit with like weight loss, give me some advice and stuff.
Yeah, and Sean was so disappointed how that all turned out. He was so disappointed. And I warned him, like the first video he made about her, I said, you have no idea what you're in for. That girl is totally gone off the reservation. Do not engage. Do not engage. You cannot change her. And he didn't listen, and then you know the rest of the story.
And then he made a whole video kind of like expressing his feelings or concerns. And I just thought it was weird since, we have been talking in private, why he didn't voice those to me privately. Instead, like he made a whole public video about it. So
because he wanted to help other people. He knew you were a lost cause. It only makes sense.
I found that at the time to be a wee bit frustrating, but it's like now I get it. It's the YouTube game, making content about me.
No, that was not what his deal was. He genuinely wanted to help you. But when he realized you're a lost cause and you just make up excuses and you keep doing mukbangs on your channel, he finally did have to give up. It's only logical.
Does get quite a few views, so I get it now.
He answered, obviously. And then he explained that like mukbangs shouldn't be done by people on a weight loss journey.
So I want to say my opinion on this now. That I really firmly think that you can still lose weight and do mukbangs, but I feel like there's a fine line between what type of food are you eating and how is it going with like your mental, like
with your mental what? Mental state, mental health, mental condition. Your mental what?
Is it mentally doing you good? Is it doing you bad? Like, what is it doing for you? What purpose is it serving you? But I do believe, like, if we're just like black and white, yes, you can do mukbangs or eat on camera and lose weight. You still have to be in a caloric deficiency, obviously, because that's how you lose weight. But if you're eating thousands of calories per mukbang and you're doing it like daily, then obviously you're not going to lose weight.
Stop. I have a bunch of things to say. So, doing mukbangs and losing weight for food-addicted people like Life by Jen, Hungry Fat Chick. I didn't think that Nicocado Avocado was a food addict, but apparently he is too. So he's on this list. Foodie Beauty. None of you guys could lose weight. One of you even died telling the lies, that they're on track or that they're really trying. Or maybe Life by Jen did try. I don't want to talk bad about somebody that's not among us anymore. But I do have to say that a food addict should not be doing mukbangs because that only gives them an excuse to eat. So they turn on the camera and then they see there are all these people out there, and I'm not talking about the feeders. They get a kick out of watching a person eat, and I don't even know if it's related to that person being obese. or not. So I'm not mentioning the feeders here. What I'm talking about is an audience that sees how you had gained 250 pounds on your weight loss journey, and you were still eating on camera, and we knew that you were eating more, way more than you showed in your mukbangs, and we told you about that. And so people get infuriated when they see that, and that's why most of the people were hate watching at that point, because she just kept gaining weight. Whenever she walked through the house, you could hear the floorboards squeaking. Whenever she bought clothes, they looked like tents. It got so bad, and still she would not find an end to all the overeating, like she still hasn't up to this day. 4 years later.
That's the only things that the viewers see. That makes sense and all, but my whole thing is like, this is.
So here's a food addict trying to justify that she's still eating on camera.
First of all, this is my life. I'm an adult. I can choose what I want to do versus what I don't want to do. And like another big thing is like, just because you are seeing one meal out of the 15 I have in a week, how.
You do not have 15 meals a week. You do not have that few. You have way more, plus all the snacks.
Is that going to decipher everything? Do you get what I'm saying?
It doesn't decipher everything, but by the way you were and still are gaining weight, we could tell that you are eating most of your calories off camera.
And there are skinny mukbangers out there. They don't gain weight at all.
That's correct, but if a 570 pounder is sitting in front of you explaining to you that you can still lose weight while doing mukbangs, something ain't right.
There have been mukbangers out there who have lost weight. It is a thing. It's not something that's crazy.
Yeah, don't be nodding. You're not one of them.
It's easy to gain weight.
I don't watch mukbang, so I don't know if there are any mukbangers out there that lose weight. I remember seeing one, but it wasn't really the mukbanger himself. It was a reaction channel talking about him, and he said he needs to work out like I can't remember, a few hours every day to make up for the calories that he was ingesting during a mukbang.
It, obviously, but it's also not that hard to lose weight while doing it. So
I think here I was making excuses because I wanted to continue the mukbangs without backlash. But it's just like I was in a point in my life where, I mean, look at me, I was like at my heaviest, and I still wanted to be able to create content that I knew people would click on, and that was mukbangs.
I know you guys know foodie beauty, foodie booty, food, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Didn't even put the effort in to pronounce her friend's name correctly.
Hard to pronounce, Chantel.
Whatever.
And she's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's just like, we're over, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I have talked to her privately, and I do watch her videos. We're kind of just over people only supporting us when we're doing what they want us to do. That's just not.
See, and it was so apparent at the time that she's done it so many times and she's still doing it up to this day. When she wants to overeat and just stuff her face all day long and not get any backlash from anybody, she talks about how it's her business, what she puts in her mouth, and that fans or supporters should support her no matter what she does on her channel, which is absolutely ludicrous in this world we're living in. You can have somebody be a nice person for 30 years, and on the first day of the 31st year, they take somebody else's life. That makes them a totally different person, and you automatically think, okay, I'm not going to support that person anymore. It's that simple and that quick. And she didn't get it then, and I doubt she gets it now.
That is a true fact. That is a thing. People like me more when I'm losing weight, when I'm actively showing that I'm losing weight, which is a very weird concept in my opinion, because it's like, whether I'm losing weight or I'm not losing weight, I'm still like the same person with.
You are a bad person, though. If you had a good personality, it would be a different story.
Then, like, I still have the same heart and the same personality.
You have the same personality, and that's why people hate watch you.
And so it's like, to like someone based on their weight or to dislike someone based on their weight, or to dislike or like someone based on like how they eat, or if they're on track, off track, is weird.
All right, so she still doesn't get it. People were hate watching her back then, and they're even more so doing it now because she keeps lying. She cannot tell the truth to save her soul. And see, she just admitted it. She wanted to do mukbangs because that got her more views. And so she didn't care. And I hope all of you that still care about her are listening. She didn't care about the people that care about her that were trying to hold her accountable. She did not care. All she cared about was the money that she made off of the views that she got for the mukbangs. That is it. That is it. She didn't want positive reinforcement. She didn't want a praise for doing good. She just totally gave up, did one mukbang after another, and smarted off to her audience. That's what happened.
Because when you truly think about it, like, it is one's life. Like, this is my life. I get to choose what I want to do with it.
Yeah, and you decide to lie, and then you do the opposite of what you say in your videos, and that infuriates people. And after all these years of doing it, even you should slowly catch on that that's what's going on.
Just like the next person can choose. Like, do they want to smoke cigarettes? We all know where that goes. I recently watched a TikTok, actually. Cardiovascular doctors were asked the same question, and it was, as a heart doctor, what is one thing you would never do? And they all had the exact same answer.
What's one thing you would never do as a cardiologist?
I would never smoke, even if the packaging is appealing.
I would never smoke anything or do any stimulant drugs, methamphetamine or cocaine. Horrible for your heart.
I would never smoke, and I would not drink alcohol either.
I would never smoke. That would be number one.
Smoke. It's the worst thing you can possibly do for yourself. It's awful. It is the cause of so many major problems in not only heart health, but general health.
I would say the number one no-no
Okay, Amber, move on.
in terms of heart health is going to be smoking. And that really includes all forms of smoking. So we often think of smoking traditionally as cigarettes, but that does include vaping, which is now a lot more popular. And unfortunately, because a lot of these companies who pitch these products are so good at marketing and advertising, we sometimes forget that there might be some ills associated with that as well.
No one is deciding.
So, they should have asked each one of them to state their opinion on, when you weigh 600 pounds, what does that do to your heart? Maybe that would have woken her up. She's just trying to shift the focus.
Upon if they should support or like or dislike someone based on them smoking cigarettes, while smoking cigarettes is actively killing somebody, just like, you know, me being off track is also actively killing me.
Okay, but you're doing it at a speed that is alarmingly scary. That is very scary.
But it's like, why does cigarette smoking, just for the lack of a better example, get less heat than someone my size, you know, eating some shrimp on camera?
Okay, you're gonna have to stop generalizing because not every heavy person on YouTube is being treated the same way. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna mention Tammy Lemon again. She has a beautiful audience. I'm a member of her audience. A beautiful audience that is supporting her. Another one is April Lauren. Even though I watched her recent video and I don't know what's going on, they're being stalked or something and they're moving to Hawaii. I don't know what's going on. But she gets positive feedback. The reason why Amber gets negative feedback is because she's a liar. She's a notorious liar, and she's a stone cold person when it comes to clickbaiting anything and everything she can just to make money. She doesn't care if people come back to click on her videos again. She clickbaits them. She lies to them. She keeps proving herself wrong. She says something's going to happen, but then she's not going to do it. Just like the weight loss surgery arc right now. That's not going to happen unless she actually has somebody haul her down to Mexico. And so when somebody has a horrid personality like she does, that is when hate watchers come into play. And she keeps comparing herself to other YouTubers. I don't care about that. And I believe at one point she was even talking about Shane Dawson and what he had done. And yes, he's done a few things that were really despicable, I gotta admit that, but you gotta look at the whole picture, and the whole picture is that maybe, I don't want to get into to him now, but there are people, the whole personality counts, the whole personality, their actions, their words, what they've done. When they apologize, do they mean it, yes or no? Most of them don't on YouTube, from what I've seen. They don't. It's just fake. They don't mean it. It doesn't come from the heart. Some of them mean it. She's never meant it. Not one apology she's made to her audience, and there were not a whole bunch of them in the time frame of over 9 years now. She has a horrid personality, and that is why she gets all the backlash, and she needs to stop comparing herself to other YouTubers that get positive feedback because they have a nice personality.
It's just, it all boils down to one thing, and we all know the answer.
Smug, so smug. Okay, what do you have to say about that? Because I agree with the comment. I agree with that one too. And I agree with that one. And I don't know under what video that was, but that's basically true every day in Amber's life. And I agree with that one because I strongly believe that she finished that plate, the party plate.
I feel like in this video, this person here and this person here, we probably still have the same beliefs. But I just feel like back then I had more like, I don't give a fuck attitude.
Until the audience ran away and then you came crawling.
Because I didn't care about my weight as much as I do now. I didn't care
You don't care about your weight now. You're almost as big as you are in that video.
about what I was eating as much as I do now. So I feel like that's probably going to be like a really big shift. But I feel like my opinion probably is still the same, but we'll see.
That is sad because after this mukbang you apologized. And so you just negated that. Fine with me.
So the calories and the nutrition is on the bottom of this. And she's doing exactly what I'm doing. Where if we film a mukbang, obviously it's very possible to stay under our allotted calories for the day. So this...
That's very true. Keep in mind.
Why are you nodding, Amber? You know exactly that you ingested thousands of calories every single day in 2019. Every single day. And now you are nodding to that? You are seeing yourself 4 years ago sitting there trying to justify that she's only eating what? I can't remember what the calorie count was on that whole plate. But we all knew that you were eating thousands of calories every single day. Enough to keep you gaining weight. We knew it, and you denied it, and you called us haters.
I am still harassed to this day.
That is because of your horrid personality, not necessarily because you are big or morbidly obese or whatever you want to call it.
About me eating a whole shrimp cocktail. So yeah, let's still keep that in mind because...
Why would we do that? People are trying to forget what you did back then. Now you're bringing it back up, probably to again. I think now that the weight loss surgery arc is not going anywhere because now she has to clickbait 12 or 11 more therapy sessions, which are not the total of therapy sessions she has to go through because they're going to realize along the way how screwed up she is. And so you need something else to clickbait, and so it's the mukbang. Are you going to go back to all of your mukbangs now and react to yourself?
You're going to see here that's not the truth. From what I remember, I do say how many calories I actually ate in this video.
Yeah, and you were lying. And now you're showing it again to reaffirm to the audience that you keep lying. You lied 4 years ago and you're still lying up to this day.
Which is 90 calories per serving, and there's 4.5 servings in this whole thing. So 90 times 4.5, we can do.
It's 405 calories. I just got the calculator out.
The math later, but it's not that many calories, and that includes
We could do the math later.
good old cocktail sauce, and that's even if I finish the whole thing. So it's like not that difficult. Like my sausage fest video, delicious, delicious, and
Problems with the English language back then and still the same. Even worse now, because now she's got 4 more years of just sitting and staring into blue light devices and not challenging herself mentally or physically or emotionally at all.
that fit in my calories, and I was able to stay under my calories, and the next day I was down about, I think it was like 2.6 pounds. So
Yeah, no, you were consistently gaining weight at that time. So now you're lying, and by you looking at it and not saying, okay, I was lying to you guys back then, means that you're still okay with having lied to us.
it's whatever, honestly. Like, people will just.
It's true.
Mother lode! That girl is totally off the reservation. That was a big fat lie.
If you stay below your calories, you can film mukbangs. What I was delusional with at the time is I didn't have a healthy relationship with food.
And you still don't. And you were overeating on the daily, just like you are now.
It wasn't going to end that easily. It wasn't that easy for me. Like, my relationship with food was so unhealthy. Again,
Just like it is now. I don't see where you see the difference. Apparently, the delusion is making it possible for you. But we out here, we don't have a horse in the race, right? And so we can easily see you're still as delusional as you were back then.
it was just me making excuse after excuse after excuse.
Yep.
And they'll continue to judge because they want something to judge you on, no matter what.
No. Because people were emotionally invested in you and you disappointed them over and over and over and over and over again. And you were lying to them and you were manipulating them and you were trolling and gaslighting and clickbaiting. You were being a complete bitch on the internet. You did everything wrong and then you wondered why people turned on you.
I do. No matter what Chantel does, we're going to get hate for it.
No, because you do things that elicit hate and that's why you get hate. You and Chantal both.
Unless we're.
I low-key kind of hate that I am talking about Chantel in this video. I did not know that I was.
That's the name dropping you always did when you thought you could get more viewers out of it.
As you guys know, me and Chantel had a falling out, and not just that, but there's things that she does that I find disgusting. And
Yeah, well, you are not the one to talk, trust me.
I don't like Chantel. I don't support her. I don't think that she should get as much harassment as she does. Like, once...
Why? When will people like you and Chantal ever learn if nobody ever says anything? If what you're about to say in that video from 2019, if that actually happened, you guys would never wake up. You would never disappear off the internet screen because you would keep going with the horrid personalities, with the despicable actions, and with the clickbaiting, lying, and all of the other stuff. You would never stop. You will thank us in a few years that we were around to set the record straight on you. You and Chantal.
You know, the haters go in real life. I feel like people are just like taking it way too far. But just do know that my thoughts on Chantel in this are definitely different than they are now. So keep that in mind.
Exactly what you told us to do. But you aren't our moms. You aren't our bosses. You aren't our dads. You aren't our doctors. I just think the fact that people can hate on us so hardcore and judge us so hard over the food we put in our mouth is kind of crazy. It's a little obsessive.
That was the best part. If I had to pick one, this was the best part of the video. No, you gotta keep in mind that both Chantal and Amber have been clickbaiting and monetizing their physical ailments that they have due to their excessive weight, right? And so they were trying to elicit care and empathy from their audience. Like, look, I'm suffering. I'm not doing good, guys. What should I do? I don't know what to do. Or the crying videos from both of them, right? And so the audience gets emotionally invested, like, oh, she just opened up to me or to the audience, and she wants help, so I'm gonna send her a comment that might help her, you know. And you get emotionally invested. You watch every day. I never did, but you watch every single day, and then you think, oh, I'm so glad I get to hear her voice again, and now she's out and about doing this or blah blah blah. But then when they got them hooked, when they got the audience hooked, they slap them in the face with, it's none of your business what I'm eating, because they are mentally unstable. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. This is just me and my opinion, right? They are mentally unstable. They are, I don't know, bipolar, because I don't know the definition for that. But sometimes they are oversharing, and they are telling you details where you're thinking, oh my gosh, should I have heard that? Why did she say that? How can she share that on the internet, right? And then there are other times where you approach them, like with the comment, like, you still fit in the shower, because you think you're having a conversation with them. They're sharing stuff that's very private, and so you think, okay, so they don't care about that, so I can ask her that question. And they go off on you, and they call you a fat shamer and a bully. And that is where they go wrong, both of them, Chantal and Amber. They are completely off their rockers mentally. They have mental disorders that need to be diagnosed and treated. And they should not be on the internet without a leash or without any kind of censorship, blurting out this stupid stuff like she just did. Of course, we're not her mom, we're not her dad, we're not the doctor, but there are people in the audience that are emotionally invested, and those are the people that you continue to disappoint when you do what you like right now, what you're doing in the video.
Like, I still agree with that. Like, I just
Unbelievable.
feel like it's no one's business.
You are making it everybody's business by putting it on the internet and monetizing it. And even, look, we were talking about it in the comment section several times. Actually, this came up already. If you finally came clean and you all of a sudden were an authentic person and you said, screw it. Guys, you wanted to hear how much I weigh? Here it is. I'm 6'20" and I still love to eat. I cannot find an end to this whole thing. I've watched the 600-pound show, or whatever they're all called, and I see what happens to people when they lose a lot of weight and what they look like, with their meat bags hanging from their bodies and stuff. And I'm extremely vain, and I cannot allow myself to look like this. And so I'm scared of loose skin. I'm scared of losing weight because I might lose my viewers, and I want to go out like this. If she said that, if she said from now on, there's only going to be mukbangs, I'm going to eat myself into an early grave, and you guys either watch or don't watch. But that would be authentic, and the haters wouldn't have so much to hate on. Because then you would be authentic, you would just be yourself. But then it would still be a moral question if whether or not the YouTube platform should allow you to do that. But at least you would be authentic, but you're not authentic. You keep lying, and your actions contradict your words. And that's what infuriates people about you.
What someone else does to their body.
Yeah, but you don't do it on the internet and get paid for it and pay your food. That is the irony of it all. And pay for all the food that you overeat on a daily basis with the money that you got because people were emotionally invested in you. That is just morally wrong on so many levels. I'm lacking the words to express it.
So many things in this world that people do on a day-to-day basis that is actively killing them.
But they're not doing it on YouTube, girl. That is the difference.
And I keep bringing up cigarettes. If you smoke, I'm sorry to offend you. It is something that kills so many people in the USA a year.
Yeah, but they're not sitting in front of a camera. What are you talking about? Okay, next.
I can't help but think of that and kind of compare the two.
Why? You have never acquired any skills that would make it possible for you to have a job, right? So all you have left in your life, you can't sit long, you can't stand long, you can't walk long. Your mental capacities are a joke, and they're getting worse. You're getting progressively worse, and we are watching it happen. You have robbed yourself of the chance to have any kind of a decent job, even if it was a job where you had to sit, you would have to do mental work. You can't do that because you have the attention span of a 5-year-old. And I'm highballing here. You know? So you've done this to yourself. You're sitting there, you have no other way to make money but to sit in front of that camera and talk shit. And that is different than all the drug addicts, nicotine addicts, or whatever addicts there might be out there. They don't sit in front of the camera and tell people, I'm going to quit tomorrow. And then you just, to stick with the example, smoker, and then smoke 5 cigarettes after another, you know? You don't see people, I don't, maybe they exist, but I don't see people do that. But you said you have a weight loss channel. You've created the channel, or you started uploading to inspire others. And look what you've done. You've made yourself the mockery of people that are trying to lose weight.
Because food and cigarettes both kill people. Although I am curious, because my brain is not working right now. 90 times 4.5 is 405 calories. All of it. So that whole thing of shrimp is only 405 calories.
Who cares? We know exactly that you finished the plate that day. If not that day, then the next day. And for the rest of the day, you still ate like 5,000 more calories. That is a fact, and that's something you're being ignorant about right now.
And that is including the cocktail sauce.
Who cares? You kept gaining weight. So it makes no difference what you ate in the mukbang. You still overate dramatically off camera.
It's a lot of food because it's voluminous. And that is what you kind of go after when you are in a calorie deficiency for weight loss. You want to eat very low calorie, healthy foods.
How would you know that? Did you read that somewhere? Because you're not practicing that.
That are high in volume while low in calories or...
Wrong. She's spreading falsehoods again. The quality of the food is very important.
Carbs, if you're counting carbs, whatever it may be. 405 calories. And it's actually really healthy, in my opinion. Vegans would probably disagree. Oh my God. Like, I guess still in my mind now, it's like, I understand to an extent why people were mad that I ate this on camera, but I also don't understand it at the same time, because if I was someone who was skinny eating this, no one would have batted an eye.
Huh? Okay, so somebody skinny probably wouldn't have clickbaited and monetized the fact that they have all kinds of physical ailments from being morbidly obese. That is what you did. You filled whole videos with complaining about how everything is aching, how you cannot walk anymore or not for long. You did that. You did that. And then you sit there and you stuff more food into your mouth. That is what went wrong. That is what went wrong. You lied, like you have an up and down, like mentally. Sometimes you have realizations, but you forget them like 3 seconds later. You know, or that one book, the self-love workbook. You know, you think, oh my God, she's gonna get it. She's finally gonna get it. Then you say a few sentences where you think, oh my gosh, I think she really got it this time. And then you go back to doing mukbangs. It's like you're a turd in the toilet bowl and somebody flushed it and you keep spinning in circles until you're finally gone.
Like, there are mukbangers out there who are skinny, who eat thousands of calories.
Okay, but you're not one of them.
In each video, and no one says a single
Who cares about them? We're talking about you.
thing. No one bats an eye. I think one of the craziest ones for me, I don't know her name, but she does like ASMR, like honey something. I don't know, but she makes like these crazy desserts. She eats so much.
Okay, you need to rethink your choice of what you watch on the internet. Totally aside from the fact that you should not be on the internet, besides maybe editing your videos or whatever, you should be going for walks. I can't believe we're sitting here talking about this.
In one sitting, and frequently uploads videos, and no one says a thing. And here I am.
Yeah, but you have the horrid personality. I don't know about that other person, but you have that personality that has elicited hate from people over 9 years already, and you're even proud of it.
If I was to eat this whole shrimp, I would only be eating 405 calories. Again, let's see how many I do eat.
Oh, that's the important thing for her to prove, I guess.
I just don't want people to think of mukbangs and think of gaining weight. That's not what it is. Like,
Ask Life by Jen. Ask Hungry Fat Chick. Ask Chantal.
still be eating shrimp, whether I was filming the video or not. And like I've talked about before, I'm done, like, constantly talking about my weight on the channel because there's more to me than that. And people don't realize that, I don't think. People just look at me as a number on the scale.
How is she nodding when a few days later she admitted that she's making a mockery of weight loss, and now she's back to the ignorant self she was being in that video? Unbelievable.
And I'm tired of that. Like, I literally am just tired of it. And the best thing I can say is keep watching my channel. And, you know, I feel like it's not something I'll never talk about again. Like, well, obviously I will. Like, you will hear me talk about, you know, oh, I've lost pounds, or oh, I've lost pounds.
Yeah, but we never heard that because you barely lost any weight since then.
This is how much I weigh now. Like, it's not something I'm never going to talk about again, but it's just like it's no longer a main focus because that's not everything that I am. There's so much more to it.
Yeah, okay, if you had a nice or decent personality, it wouldn't be so bad, but the only thing you can really impress people with is by losing weight. Because you cannot undo what you did, and you cannot unsay what you said, and you cannot uninsult your audience. You can't take any of these things back. They happened. The only thing you can do now is own up to them and move on and never do them again. But you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, including overeating, which is your personal decision. You can eat yourself to death on this channel and see if I care. The day after you're gone, I'm gone. I'm on to something else. Because this channel I've reserved for only you. I would probably delete that channel once you're gone. I don't care. It's not going to have an effect on my life. You know, but yeah, the only way you have to impress people is by finally doing what you've been claiming to do for 9 years, and that is be interested in losing weight and getting healthier. That's it.
I agree with that still. Like, I know I'm actively talking about, you know, my weight loss journey.
You're clickbaiting it and you're monetizing it. Just shut up about it. Don't mention your weight anymore. Don't mention weight loss surgery or even weight loss. Don't mention food anymore. Do something else and see how fast your channel will go down the drain.
And that's something I am going to continue talking about. But I'm more than that. And
we saw how much more than that you are. We saw what you're capable of doing. Thank you very much.
There has been so many times in my YouTube career, I've been on here for a decade.
9 years, but go on.
Where I've wanted to stop talking about my weight.
Yeah, those were the times when you wanted to overeat and not be held accountable anymore.
And I wanted to like be free of that discussion. Because in the past, there has been times where talking about it, sharing my journey, was highly triggering for me. And anytime I would mention that in a YouTube video that, you know, I'm kind of done sharing my weight loss journey, people would get upset.
Okay, let's just be clear about this. No matter how often you say you blame the audience for gaining weight because when you get negative feedback, then you gain weight. It's not true. We proved you wrong by letting the French-speaking community flood your comment section, and we barely said anything to them. I even said it here on my channel. Let's just go ahead and let this unfold. And look what happened. She was gaining weight the entire time. Saying that you gain weight or it's not good for your mental health when you're talking about your weight loss or weight gain or whatever, or about what you eat. That's usually when you gain weight. When you say it's not good for you to talk about it, that is when you probably feel, oh my gosh, I want to overeat like non-stop. And then we see you gain weight. And so it's not you talking about it not being good for your, oh my God, that freeze frame is scary. That is not good for your mental health to talk about weight loss or whatever. I don't think that is it. You just need to stop reading the comments and stop watching reaction channels, you know.
Angry. This has made me realize that maybe I just should not be sharing my weight loss journey whatsoever with YouTube. If that's all people are trying to look for is, oh my God, does Amberlynn have diabetes? I bet she does. I know she does. She should. Or, oh my God, I know Amberlynn is over 600 pounds. She's probably like 620. Oh, she's 640 now. Look at her face in this video. Oh, look at her body. Like, what? People are wanting me to be bigger. There are videos of people wanting me to be bigger. There are comments, there's messages. People want me to be bigger than what I really am when I'm already too big, like literally. People want to know my weight in every video. People want me to step on the scale in every video. Like that's all people want me to talk about. I think I'm just done with it. Like I literally think I'm done with it for now. Like it's weird because...
By the way, this is the clip I would have showed you after this one. That I would have shown you after this one. If she hadn't just shown it, you know.
I'm more than that. And I have more to talk about than that.
No, you really don't. Your views are way down and you're clickbaiting weight loss surgery now. And you know you've maneuvered yourself into a corner because that is never going to happen. Every therapy session that goes by and the therapists trust you, me, are more intelligent than you are, they will be able to determine if you're ready for weight loss surgery. And you're so delusional about everything. I mean, about the most basic things in your life that if I had anything to say, I would never approve you. Never.
I have more to share than that.
You really don't. People do not enjoy your P.O. box bits and not your interviewed by you because you ask yourself the questions. You know, I don't know where you get people to record these messages, but they don't seem legit. And plus your pre-screening, I don't even know if they're really made for you. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into this, but you know, all the different categories you have, people don't like to watch you anymore because you're a liar. You're a notorious liar and you don't care about your audience, and it comes across every single time you're given a chance. For example, a French-speaking community was sent over by the Belgian butt lady, and I was under your community post and I was reading the comments. You did not heart one single one. Not one. You did not acknowledge them whatsoever. And that is the real you. That is how much you care about your audience.
So I felt, you know, a lot of times in the past where I was kind of just molding myself into a person that like people wanted to see. I felt...
Yeah, me too. You were being fake and everybody could tell, a lot of people could tell. You know, they could tell. You come off as fake and not authentic at all. Still up to this day.
Like people wanted to see someone talk about their weight who was also doing mukbangs because it was like a train wreck. It was...
No. You started with the mukbangs. You know, with trolling your audience with that whole bowl where I called it a trough. That whole bowl of cereal, and you kept pouring more cereal in, and then later on you said you were just trolling. No, that's the kind of portions you eat on the daily, and we know it. You just don't admit to it, but that doesn't mean it's not happening because we know it's happening, right? And so you started that, and you realized that the feeders will come when you post mukbangs, and then you got greedy for the money, and then you continued on that path, and look where it got you to 600 pounds.
There's a train wreck aspect to it all. And so that is what I kept doing because I knew that's what people wanted.
Yeah, and now you've maneuvered yourself into a corner that you can't get out anymore because now people expect you to have realized after all this time that you need to lose weight to save your life.
And it's true. The views say it all.
Okay, what are we looking at here? I can't even read it, it's too small. Next. Next.
I haven't done a mukbang in almost a year.
Okay, girl, you need to check your thumbnails and see how many times you put food in your mouth and open wide. She never eats like a normal person, like this thumbnail right here. Finally talking about Shrimpgate, where she used the thumbnail from her shrimp mukbang. Who eats like that? Who puts their head all the way back and sticks their tongue out? Who does that? Nobody I know. And I know overweight people.
It's been almost a year. And I have been actively trying to get weight loss surgery, and
No, you have not. No, there you go, lying again, girl. You are lying about this, and we all know it. It's about time you came clean and said, okay, I realize most of you don't buy my lies anymore. You know.
trying to better myself with my
No, you are not. Look at yourself. Did you edit this video? Do you see yourself almost being the size that you were back in 2019? Or not? Body dysmorphia much?
food, and my views are lower than ever
Because you are boring, because you are a liar, and you never follow up on anything. When you say, there are things that I can't talk about right now, eventually I'm going to talk about them. How many years do you think people are going to watch your videos and wait for you to clear up certain things? How many years? Are you completely delusional?
of that. The very thing that would boost my views, which would boost the money in my fucking wallet, is if I return to this.
Okay, or, ew, disgusting. Or you could try to lose weight, genuinely try to lose weight and do what you've been preaching on your channel for just the past few months. Let's just forget about the rest of the time where you were lying on your channel. Just the past few months. Let's just say you become serious about losing weight. You lose weight. You go back to college. You go to college, and you get a respectable job. But you're too lazy for that, and you don't have the mental capacities for that. You've maneuvered yourself into this corner. Go back to doing mukbangs then. Forget about the weight loss surgery arc. Nobody's buying it anyway. Might as well do yourself and us the favor and stop lying about it.
That's a good thing. Say that.
Like a pig. No, this is not a styrofoam plate. This is a ceramics plate. And a silver fork. Oh my gosh, what happened?
Like, and that's what I'm used to.
I see what she's doing now. That was the most disgusting mukbang, by the way. I see what she's doing. She's trying to test if her views would go up if she shows a compilation of her mukbangs. This is the video where I think right before that she said, I got a nutritionist, y'all.
We're gonna just try it out.
Yeah, that's the bit that I cut out too because it was the most disgusting of the sausage fest. What a pig.
And I'm not going to. No. Am I gonna share my food?
I would if I were you because you're losing viewers one way or another. You are headed towards a totally different life. No matter if you acknowledge it right now or not.
Food with you guys? Sure. Will I take a few bites on camera? Sure. That ain't a mukbang. That ain't a mukbang. Oh my god, I took a few bites of my omelet in a recent video and someone's like, I didn't know this was gonna be a mukbang. Where's the mukbang? That's not a mukbang.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep finding it necessary to eat on camera at the size that you are at. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just your audience being disgusted with you eating, except for the feeders.
In the past, I just felt very like forced to talk about things that I didn't want to because I felt like that's all I had. And that's sad because
I wish she would be more specific right now. That would help. Like, imagine she means every time she was being positive about life, she was just playing. And every time she was crying, that was the real her, you know? Would help if she was a little more specific.
was more to me back then. And there's more to me now.
I want to share more of my hobbies. I want to talk more about my past. I know a lot of people want to hear about my foster care experience, and I'm actually...
No, because you can't stop lying, and so it makes no difference what you say. You can't get your stories straight before you post them on the internet.
Thinking about doing a foster care Q&A, because I feel like that would be a lot easier for me to do, because talk about...
I have been wanting to do that for I don't know how long, but for some reason, even thinking about doing that, like, just foster care, like, there's a few things in my life that I like is so hard for me to talk about, and foster care is one.
Why you clickbaited and monetized them before? But people would hold you to what you said before, and you can't remember your lies to save your life. So if I were you, I would stay away from that topic.
One of them, so that's why you guys like rarely hear me talk about all of that. Like, I don't know if I ever will, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't if I were you.
Experience would take hours and hours and hours, probably take possibly several videos, and I'm just not really into that. It's hard to talk about. You know, I just want to talk more about things I've went through, things I'm going through today. I want to, you know, share more of my life, my girlfriend, my fur babies, you know, friends, and, you know, show you things like that. I don't want every...
Yeah, no, you don't have friends anymore. See what you've done to your life or what you're still doing to your life? All your friends are gone.
Video that I filmed for people to just be like, so about that weigh-in though. So if I just take it out completely, maybe people will be quiet about it.
Yeah, and I wish she had, but she kept bringing it up. She goes through phases. It's like, you know, when she's in a valley, you know, and she's like, okay, I want to overeat. They need to shut up. So I'm just not going to mention that I'm 600 pounds and that I'm overeating on a daily basis. And then she gets to a mountaintop and she's like, oh, look at me. So I'm doing good. So I'm on track. So this is what I ate today, which is never true, right? But then she shares all kinds of stuff about her weight loss journey, which is never happening. But, you know, then she does it and then she sees her views are going back up because people think she's actually going to change something for the better in her life. And then she disappoints again. And so she needs therapy, and I mean intense therapy, and I maintain she needs inpatient care.
But who knows?
Yeah. This is why I was losing so many subscribers.
Because you were running your big mouth about how your audience needs to shut up. That is why you lost over 11,000 subscribers within 5 days.
Is because I was a bit smug.
A bit? Are you joking me right now?
And I said I didn't want to talk about my weight anymore. And then I felt almost like gaslit and like coerced into continuing that just to get those subscribers back.
Yeah, because you need the money, and that is your problem, not ours. Every one of us out here reserves the right when you do something that we do not appreciate. It's the same like on my channel. If somebody doesn't like what I say, then they unsubscribe probably, you know. So that's something I gotta live with. I can be myself and deal with the subscriber count going up or down, whatever it is. Or I can hear what the audience wants to, I can say what the audience wants to hear and not be myself, and I get more unhappy. And so this is something you need to explore a little more.
Just so people would stop. Like, it felt like bullying. It was like...
No, it was people reserving or practicing their right to not support you when you are slowly killing yourself.
The craziest thing, like Shrimpgate at the time, I didn't really discuss how I was feeling, but it put me in such a horrible headspace for so many people to actively like almost put up a strike against me.
You were lucky it wasn't more. I was actually expecting more to leave, like 10,000s, because you had deserved it because of the smugness, which I'm just saying, the same smugness you're displaying now on your channel, right? And so they took off because of that. Because you had posted all kinds of crying videos and guys, I can't believe I did this to myself, and you know, and everybody was trying to feel empathy for you again, or you know, sympathy, you know, trying to relate to your situation. And the next thing is a mukbang, and then you sit there on your butt telling us that we're not your moms, your dads, your doctors. You are completely off your rockers.
Like, people were striking against me, it felt like, and it was hard. Like, it was mentally the hardest thing ever.
Okay, but it didn't wake you up, because you kept playing the game that you had played before, and you're still playing it now, 4 years later.
And when I noticed it happening, I shut down pretty bad, like in my personal life. And I didn't feel good. I didn't at all. And I immediately went back to what everyone wanted.
What everyone wanted is what you had announced you would do, and that is work out, eat healthier, make better choices, you know, move more, drink more water. You had said it, and then you were trying not to do it anymore, and then the audience ran away, and then you had to go back to what you said you were gonna do. So how is that hard?
I'm just talking.
Yep, she pretended to be working out, only for a few seconds, though. She never showed it for long.
Doing that punch, you know. I'm just trying to keep it like simple for now, and then eventually add in some more
Yeah, which she never did.
arm situations and more body situations.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Like, I also want to do some walking and some walking in place. And with the weight loss journey, with the train wreck, when what I wanted to do was take out all of that and just share the happiness of my life.
Okay, but you weren't able to do that without doing one mukbang after another. So take the weight. Oh God, it's not that complicated. Take the weight loss off your channel, because there's got to be a reason why you're bringing this up. Unless it's only, and I could totally see that being the case, unless it's only for you to have a reason to post all these clips where you're eating. Either take weight loss off your channel, don't mention your weight again, take weight loss off your channel and just do one mukbang after another, or don't eat and don't talk about weight loss. Just share what you do with your life, which is nothing. And so I'm pretty sure you're going to get to that point where you realize, oh my gosh, I'm nothing without the weight loss journey.
And share more about my past.
Why about your past? Share your current life, how often you're leaving the house. You see what I'm doing here, guys? Or how often you go for walks, how often you work out, how much water you drink maybe. Because all the sedentary activities that you do, including being on the internet 24/7, nobody's interested in seeing that. And the books you hold into the camera that you never read, that you probably read the back page of, nobody wants to hear that.
And I didn't get to do that because I felt so coerced into just being this train wreck. That's
not the train wreck. We were trying to motivate you to save your life.
What I've been on YouTube. That's why I was an icon, as people call it.
An icon? You are infamous on the internet. Make no mistake about it, girl.
I'm not that no more.
You are the train wreck. You are an ongoing train wreck. And the longer it lasts, the more ridiculous it's getting. And now the views are dropping and you're still not understanding.
And I think it's really hard for people to wrap their head around.
Yeah, we're all delusional out here, and you're the only one that gets it. Got it, sis.
It's scary. I could easily go back to this.
Go ahead then. You do you, boo-boo, and we react to it.
But it's scary because, like, I have to every day wake up and choose me and choose health and choose bettering myself
Bullshit, bullshit, and bullshit.
over money. And it's hard.
Your channel is going down the drain, girl, unless you do change.
It is. Especially when, like,
Especially.
people are constantly talking about, oh my God, your channel's dying. You're barely getting any views.
Oh, I did watch this video. I just can't get over the amount of views on this, 26,000. And that's it for Amber. I mean, this has to be an all-time low for her channel. I haven't seen views this low in a long time. You just would expect bigger numbers than that, right? But it seems as though interest in Amberlynn Reid has fallen off of a cliff lately.
It's because this Amberlynn doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's because you are still that Amber from 2019. You still are. You think being all talk and no action is going to continue giving you the views. People are getting tired of your bullshit. They're getting tired of your lies. They're getting tired of you saying things and doing the opposite. And not admitting to it, doing it off camera, and then showing up bigger and bigger every single day, especially now that you've been posting and you've been really consistent with that. Every other day we can see how much you're getting bigger, you're gaining weight, and you're still full of shit, you're still lying to your audience. No, you're not. You need to start doing that. I don't know how delusional one has to be to
plus,
believe
sometimes I feel
this.
like me broadcasting it so much is what makes me fail. I feel like if I just work behind the scenes and work on my eating disorder and like my brain and my weight loss in private, then that'll help because there won't be so much pressure on me.
Nope. I agree in the sense that nobody would be holding you accountable. But when you continue to post because you have no other way of making money, get some more scratch offs. Maybe you can, win or crack the lottery jackpot or whatever. But unless you do that, or until you do that, you depend on the YouTube coin, right? And so if you do it behind the scenes, we would see it. You would still have to post videos to make money. So we would see you losing weight, but that is not happening. So you're just looking for excuses again to overeat and not be held accountable. Same game, different year.
That's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted it off of camera. I had so much pressure, and I still to this day, I just didn't want to do it anymore.
Then don't do it anymore. Be the real Amber girl and go down in flames. Be the real Amber.
I can safely say that people actively freaked out about it. Losing around 12,000 subscribers in just a couple days because
5 days
of this video. I mean, it shows everything and it says everything, honestly.
Yeah, it does. You depend on the viewers. Be yourself and see where it gets you. Go ahead.
Oh my God, my favorite YouTube channel right now. B Loves Life.
Oh, I love her!
I love her.
I still love her.
Family. I wish I was a part of their family. Like, I watch them. I could be like literally on.
Look how happy she is with herself. Looking at herself, not one statement in the direction, oh my gosh, guys, look at me. That is just insane. Anybody else would have a wake-up call right about now or in the beginning of the video. She doesn't. She's in love with how she looks.
On the verge of an absolute just like crying fit. I could be so sad about something, but the minute I watch them, I'm just like, I feel so much better.
I still remember when B Loves Life mentioned me in a video. I about died. I didn't even know she knew who I was. And then when I figured out she knew who I was, I done passed out.
Darius, which is their younger son.
Love me a Darius moment.
Yeah, I love me a skipping ahead.
That was her intro.
Cool. I don't think I can do it, y'all. I think that's gonna be it for me. This is my little trash.
So I ate half of that.
Okay, but you ate the rest of it later on that day and you kept gaining weight during that time. Can we talk about that, please? It makes no difference if in that video you only killed half of the plate. You killed the rest the same day or the day after. Let's be real.
Again, the whole thing was 405.
Who cares, girl? Who cares? You're splitting hairs now. You know exactly, we know that back then you were about 600 pounds. You're probably about the same now, or you're not slowly, you're getting there. And so why are we not talking about that? Why does your own image in that video 4 years ago not shock you? I do not understand.
I ate like 200 calories. Barely had any of the cocktail sauce. And still to this day, I am harassed about this fucking shrimp cocktail.
But not by the majority of your audience, and why you harassing us with that now? We don't need to hear that. I never said she ate the whole plate. Addressing her haters again. Nice.
People, I can't believe you ate that whole thing. Yeah, says the person who ate the whole thing of shrimp cocktail. The whole thing, like the same.
But when you know you didn't, and you did, only off camera you ate the rest, you know. When you know you didn't, then why does it bother you so much?
Same with the rotisserie chicken. It's like if you finish the video or skip till the end.
Oh, the rotisserie chicken, my theory on that is that she ate another one before she started the rotisserie chicken mukbang. Because she seemed full before she even started.
You would see, I didn't eat the whole thing.
I don't know why we're talking about this, girl. You're still gaining weight. You're almost as big as you were in that video, so what?
The whole thing was in view, but I didn't eat it all. So in this mukbang, I ate 200 calories.
She keeps writing that. Why are we repeating this now?
That's it. And I lost 12,000 subscribers.
Not because of the shrimp mukbang, because of the way you were being condescending to your audience. And because you figured you can tell everybody just to shut up. That's why you lost the subscribers. Dude, you don't get it, do ya? For anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning of this video where I put the social blade up. She lost the subscribers before she even posted the mukbang.
Ate half, a little more than half, I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. I know to a lot of people, like, seeing someone my size eat on camera doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's like, I'm gonna eat anyways. I'm not, like, sitting here eating 50,000 cheeseburgers.
No, you're not, but you were still overeating a lot, and you still do to this day. And what is a little bit cringy is this. You sit there eating, then you make money from it, and then you buy more food to overeat on. It is kind of morbid. I don't know. Is it just me? Let me know in the comments, guys, if it's just me. But, you know, her brand name dropping and stuff like that to her audience, when her audience is the reason why she can afford anything at all. She'd be in line at social services if it wasn't for us.
Some shrimp. Like, I'm not saying I'm never going to come on here and eat fast food or whatever, but, like, think of the other mukbang channels and, like, the really skinny people. Like, why is that okay? You know, just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy, but I'm not hating on any because...
That's literally it. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean that that junk that you're eating isn't making you unhealthy, isn't giving...
No, but we are talking about you, and you are an almost 600-pounder that keeps overeating. You are a food addict. You have a lot of mental disorders, and you should not be doing this, period. Period.
New diabetes or high blood pressure, etc., etc. I'm definitely not health at every size because I don't consider being super morbidly obese healthy at all. So that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is it all boils down to one thing, like I keep saying.
So I'm big on fat shaming. Now, of course, this movement of fat acceptance is all across social media. And there is this woman who is, I guess, a fat representative. Her name is Samira Miller. She's got 1.5 million followers, by the way. So there is, yeah, definitely a following for being openly fat. And
Candace, if you're going to try to degrade me, at least say my name correctly. Samira. You know, I watched your whole 6-minute, 23-second violent discriminatory rampage toward me and other fat people. And all I have to say is, I feel sorry for you. But I mean, I feel sorry for...
You know what would be funny? If Amber got copyright struck for this one.
anyone whose sense of self-worth is found in a relentless pursuit of proximity to whiteness. But Candace, this message is not for you. This message is for Congress. This message is for our federal lawmakers. Fat phobia is real. Discrimination based on weight is real. It should be illegal. It should be criminalized. And Candace Owens is just one example. But fat phobia, it permeates every single structure of our society. Healthcare, education, entertainment, just to name a few. And it also lies at the intersection of other identities that are already federally protected from hate and bias. So why aren't fat bodies protected? Well, it's because it will require you lawmakers to face your own fat phobia, to unlearn your own fat phobia. And I guarantee, if any of you spent just even 1 minute to
Okay, I don't like the way she's aggressive. I hope she's about done or I'm going to cut her off.
understand the racist, sexist, classist, ableist history of the BMI, of other fat politics, you would understand why fat people need protection.
And we're done. Sorry guys, but I had to cut it off because she sounded so aggressive and I can't deal with that kind of stuff. Not after work.
It's hard. It's discrimination.
I don't really know what else to say.
You can write that discrimination and the fat phobia and the bullying train all you want, girl. The matter of the fact is you need to stop lying and you need to start doing what you created this channel for. Well, actually, you were watching videos before you started uploading. And so I think you created this channel in 2011 and you didn't start uploading until November 2013. But yeah, you are getting a lot of hate because of your horrid personality and because of your inability to admit to mistakes and then not repeating them anymore. That is why you're getting hate.
I'm just really tired of the negativity and...
Well, and she kept feeding into it by being a biatch.
I just want more positivity. So anyways, I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So that was it. That's the end of the video.
And you did not take anything away from it but reaffirming the points that you made back then and then apologized for in a subsequent video. This is sad. This is us witnessing her going backwards instead of forwards.
You know, I was saying that I was tired of the negativity and I just wanted more positivity.
You've been saying that over the years, but you didn't do anything to feed the positivity. You know? You keep eliciting hate and all the negativity because you are a negative person. You are hateful, you are spiteful. And all the other things I'm not gonna repeat. Go on.
And in return, I got so much negativity that it was just like, it made my mental health really bad. And
then you should have gotten off YouTube, but you never managed to do that for long.
I don't remember, you know, if I shared that at the time, but it was very, very hard for me. You know, my friends around me and my girlfriend at the time, they knew, they saw. I told them.
Becky was completely on drugs. She was out of her mind. You had her drive you around. When she wasn't even capable of driving anymore, then she caused a little accident almost caused a few of them, and you said she's fine to drive when people address that or approach you about it. You are a complete biatch.
It was rough. And I still don't think what happened was warranted. And still to
It was warranted, and it's actually warranted again now.
this day, people talk about this moment. And I still don't get it. I still don't understand it. And I don't think that I ever will. So
I don't know if it's really a good time to bring up things that cost you so many subscribers at a time where the views are just naturally going down, where people don't even bother unsubscribing from you anymore while you are buying subscribers anyway. I mean, you just recently went up to 215,000, and everybody knows your videos top out at what, 30,000? And that is the entirety of it on Social Play. But let's not get into it. We all know your channel is going down the drain because you have nothing to offer. Now you're reaffirming that what you did back then you only did because people expected it of you and because you were worried about losing more subscribers. So no lesson learned, nothing has changed, no progress made. 4 years later, the girl is still sitting there as big as almost as big as she was back then, and running her mouth at her audience and trying to control the reactions to her videos. Wow. There's gotta be some kind of medal you get for not changing at all for years on end.
So anyways, if there are any other videos that you guys want me to watch, videos that I have filmed in the past, let me know.
Yeah, don't react to them until you've learned how to do a proper reaction, girl.
Especially like ones that people consider iconic or ones that...
Iconic? You are infamous on the internet, girl. Infamous, not famous.
Are controversial even, or ones that are funny, doesn't matter. Let me know and maybe I'll do it. So yeah, that's this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
How could we enjoy hearing you say today, or let's say a couple of days ago, the same things you said 4 years ago, and you were wrong then and you are wrong now? How could anybody enjoy that? And the fact that you don't find it alarming how you look in that video and how you almost look the same size now is beyond me. No, wait, before I end this video, I'm gonna have to show you 2 more clips. One is her pseudo apology that she posted in the midst of losing thousands of subscribers. It took her 2 to 3 days to even realize it is going on.
So we're gonna do this with no filter. I'm just kidding. I just want to like apologize to everyone that I have like upset. Like I said, my last 2 videos were pre-recorded and I wanted to upload them because I did work on them. I did do them. I did edit them. I already had them scheduled to go up, and my whole, like everything, how I feel is completely different. I currently have 3 videos for you guys where I am talking about weight loss and am working my way into a better me. And no filter is not cute. But I really do apologize. I didn't mean to upset anyone. In the moment, I just really thought I was doing what was best for me by just taking my weight loss off the internet and just being, screw it, you know, I thought it would be better for me. But I feel like by doing that, I lose a lot of people who once supported me, and I feel like I kind of lose my mind as well, because now I don't have any way of being accountable. And you know, when I started losing the subscribers, I didn't care because I thought it was all in just like a power trip type of thing. But then I got a lot of messages that really broke my heart, where there are people my size and
people who are smaller than me but still on weight loss journeys who want to see me succeed and want to watch that happen. So yeah, I'm just really sorry. I hope that you guys stick around and watch my next vlogs. I'm trying to vlog more because I know that is requested of me. And I'm never going to be perfect, and I am struggling really hard with a lot right now. A lot I don't talk about, and yeah, there is a lot that I don't talk about, and it makes me emotional, but we're just going to move past it, and I'm going to share with you guys as much as I can regarding my journey, even if it's embarrassing, even if people can use it against me. I'm still going to share because that is what I've been doing for over 5 years now, and I just don't see the point in stopping now. So yeah, I just can't say sorry enough. And before anyone thinks that I am just saying this or doing this because I'm losing subscribers, that's not true at all. Because like I said, the videos were pre-recorded, and I actually, before I even uploaded the videos, I had been filming a weight loss video that actually goes up on Friday. I just talk a little bit about it. It's a lot, I know, and like what made me realize this is my own like sanity and my own like responsibility. Like I have a responsibility to show my journey on YouTube. I don't have to show everything, obviously, but like I have a responsibility to let people realize and know that they are not alone. I don't want anyone to ever feel alone, and it just hurts the messages I've gotten, people giving up on me, and I don't want that. At first, I just, like I said, I thought people were just doing it for like a power thing, and because I didn't get any messages, I weren't really getting messages, I wasn't like receiving many reasons as to why I was losing the subscribers, because like I said, I try not to read the comments. But then Instagram, messages and messages, hundreds. I've been trying to read them, can't reply to all of them because it's a lot, and I've heard a lot of people, and it does surprise me because I didn't realize how many people cared, because it's like I get a lot of hate, and sometimes that's like all you can see. And yeah, I'm just sorry, and I can't say it enough, but yeah, I hope the people who are still here stay, and I hope the people who have left come back. And yeah, I'm just sorry.
And so it's pretty apparent she didn't mean it at all. She kept checking herself out. That was more important than convincing the audience that she had done them wrong. And so here's the second video.
I am losing a lot of subscribers because of my bad attitude and the mockery I make of weight loss. And I feel like I had a really condescending and rude attitude in my shrimp mukbang. And I'm not making excuses for where my bad attitude in the past has come from, but I think it's a lot of not knowing if my audience actually truly liked me or likes me. I receive a lot of negative tweets and messages and private messages and comments, and it's been a lot. So I kind of put a wall up and a guard up, and I became defensive towards everyone and everything, and I'm just really sorry for that. And I can go back and look at some of the things I've said and I've done, and I'm just like, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I act that way? Because so many of you don't deserve it, and the people who watch me, who literally do make fun of me and do say horrible things to me, like, I hope that you can find happiness to where you don't have to do that anymore. And to the people who have supported me for so long and then gave up on me, I am sorry for the mistakes I've made. I am only human. I feel like what makes me grow as a person is how I handle the mistakes and learn from them and not make them anymore. I just feel like sometimes you have to be like slapped in the face,
maybe not physically, definitely not physically, but just slapped in the face and, you know, get told, Amberlynn, this is what you're doing wrong. And sometimes people like myself, I was so much in denial in so many different ways that I just didn't realize it. I didn't realize I had such a bad attitude, but it's like I formed that attitude to stop myself from getting hurt. And in the long run, it only did more damage than good. So I do apologize for everything. I really, really want to move past this. And I guess actions do speak louder than words. And I just want to try harder to document my journey with you guys and vlog more, put more time into my videos. And I know my content is good, not some fancy lifestyle person, but I think as long as I'm sharing my journey, being honest with the things that I'm going through and hopefully uplifting some people out there, I think that I can go back on a good streak, hopefully.
What a slap in the face, huh? 2 apology videos that in today's video she basically admitted that she didn't mean. She also devaluated the subsequent videos where she was pretending to be working out. And we all know that that didn't last for long. And it's just all the way around a slap in the face of the audience to act like this and to repeat the cycle. And I'm not talking about the bigger cycle where she, you know, does what she does, but repeating the cycle that she wants to be herself. She wants to eat herself into an early grave by overeating every single day, and people just accepting her the way she is, which would be all right. Not in my books. I wouldn't watch her anymore if she did that. But at least she would be authentic. But the back and forth that she does on her channel is just mind-numbing and at times even infuriating. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what she wants. She wants the money, but she doesn't want to do what the audience expects of her by now, and that is live up to what she's been preaching for 9 years on her channel, right? So if she wants to be herself and eat the entire time or whatever, okay, so she's going to lose subscribers, but maybe she'll gain feeders, who knows? And it's not up to me to decide. It's just I see, looking in from the outside, how confused that girl is. My video is almost at 1 hour 30 minutes, and so I'm going to cut it off. I could go on for 2 more hours picking this whole thing apart and trying to understand why Amber just does not get to a point where she realizes how morbid it is what she does with her life and how she is ramming her channel into the ground. You know, maybe it's time for her to realize her time is up. She does not want to lose weight because she's scared of loose skin. I could totally relate to that. You know, go back to doing mukbangs or whatever because she eats, let's say, 6,000 calories a day anyway. Might as well film it and make a couple of bucks, you know what I'm saying. But the lying needs to go because that's gonna be her demise on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna go because I've had a rough day at work. But when I saw the thumbnail, I thought, I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna, you know, let her troll us. And so this is it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.